Outstanding women's tennis next week here on Fox. Beautiful Hilton Head. Well, Richard Williams, you heard him. You heard him live on Fox saying we will see Serena make a comeback. And as usual, he was right. Here we are going into the third.
Covering the left side of the court, the right side of the court, and really in big trouble. Venus in control of it, but just makes the air that last shot. But as you can see, Tim, it just takes so much to get by either player. Court movement is just fantastic. That's not unusual to see something like that, an unforced error early in the point after you've run so much. Haven't quite gotten that heart rate back.
(15:30), opening game of the third set. No, 2 break points quickly for Venus.
That first game, I've always said, is just so key in the third set. It sets the tone. You certainly don't want to get broken in the first game. But Serena's looking a bit tired to me.
Second serve.
Umpire.
It's long. I point my finger out. It's second serve. I said second serve.
Shows like it out on the Fox shot. Yeah. I thought it was out. That was my first initial reaction.
Shot from Serena, nailing the corner, staving off a break point.
30-40.
Still one more for Venus.
Yeah, she gets this racket back so early, plenty of time. Just uses a little top spin to gain more control on that backhand down the line.
Great stuff from Serena. Both women, actually, but a great winning shot.
And that winning shot. This backhand volley I'm not so happy about. A little bit wristy, but that last one of the toughest shots in the book, and kept that wrist firm. Serena's backhand volley I'm not crazy about. She really lets that racket head go down. Not quite firm and doesn't hit it crisp enough.
We're at deuce. Just long.
So great fighting mode, down a couple of break points in this first game. Now has gotten it back to her ad.
And Serena had the battle, but she held on, holding serve to open the third. After Venus broke Serena in the third game, we pick up the action in the fourth game of the third set. Venus Williams serving now at 2-1. Well, I think this crowd wanted a three-set match. They wanted a competitive match. It didn't look like that at the start as Venus rolled to a 6-1 victory in the first set. But Serena battled back 6-4 in the second. No reason to think she won't continue to battle back here in the third.
This is when you start to see, are they a step behind? That last shot from Venus just didn't get all the way to the ball.
Love 15.
Big serve right at the body. Smart serve. So many club players don't think about that serve. They forget about that one. Right at the body, jam them. They can't get out of the way. Again, just missing, still a little wild. It's the wilder side for Serena.
30-15, Venus.
Needs to get a little more topspin on that forehand, close that racket head face at contact.
Oh. at the practice court, I'm sure Serena would say just out by about 10 feet. No fooling around in this match between the sisters. And 40-15.
That's why they brought their separate cars, I think.
Yes, I guess they arrived separately today. Even though
loser doesn't want
breakfast together.
Yeah, they want to go home separately. Give themselves a little bit of time, whoever that loser is going to be. That's the way to step into that forehand. Great racket preparation, caught it so early. Right out in front of her body. It's that racket back, the shoulders turn, rotates those hips into the shot, leans into it.
40-30 Venus. Up 2-1 in the third.
Another serve
right at her.
the body.
And Venus holds to 3-1. Talked about the historical aspect of this. The first time two women have met in a tour final, two sisters, I should say. On the men's side, we've had some brother and brother finals. 2 out of 3 of those, the older brother won. Emilio Sanchez defeating Javier, and John McEnroe defeating his brother Patrick. So if quorum holds from the men's side, it'll be Venus. We've got a ways to go, and it's 15-love Serena at 1-3 here in the third.
Gene was the younger brother of the Mayer brothers. Sandy older, and Gene at one point got up to number 4 in the world.
Yes, good player, very competitive, and a difficult opponent at all times, Gene.
Hands off both sides.
Yeah.
Notice that Venus Williams really has those beads tied up today. Nothing flying. Of course, got a warning at the Australian Open for her beads falling off in the middle of the court, in the middle of the point. And then the next time it happened, she got a point taken away against Lindsay Davenport in the quarterfinals. She got really emotional about it, really upset, and that was her undoing. Lost that match 6-4, 6-love. That
30,
comes,
15.
excuse me, that
Yeah.
comes under the hindrance rule. Like if your hat falls off during a point, you get a warning the first time. If it comes off again during the point, you get a point penalty, a point taken away.
In the spirit of the Williams sisters wearing of the beads, they had beads being offered to the spectators coming in today. You could have your hair beaded. $5 a strand. Had to come early, though. It takes a while. Long with the lob. 30 all.
Serena just missed that one, but I've seen her do that successfully in the last few tournaments. She has a great running backhand topspin lob. And that comes under the category of finesse right there, where you just use those wrists to flip the ball up. Another break point for Venus. A must-win point here for Serena Williams. Can't get down 4-1 in that third.
Huge service upcoming for Serena. Got the first one in and staves off. The break point. Back to deuce.
Rare air return there from Venus. Venus doesn't give you a ton of free points.
Good shot. Too good from Serena.
That forehand down the line, it's a shot that helped her beat Martina Hingis in that second set tiebreaker. Actually, it's a shot that she won match point on with as well. She hit 3 winners off that forehand down the line in the second set tiebreak. It's so close to the line.
And she holds on. Staving off the break point. 3 games to 2. Venus leading. Up a break. Well, due to the length of our match and the time constraints imposed upon us, we join the action now in the third set. Venus leading Serena 4 games to 3 and up a break. Venus serving. And all of the heat now on younger sister Serena. And you can see Serena serving at 59%, 64% on first serve for Venus. And a great return back that time from Serena.
Serena Williams was still many more unforced errors, but so many of those in that first set that was just so wild for her. Nervous first set.
Oh, she missed the open court. Took a bit of a peek, it appeared. 15 all.
I think you're exactly right. She was looking at Venus moving up there. Didn't keep her eye on the ball. When you get this shot like this, just pick your spot and hit it. Doesn't matter if you see your opponent going to the place, you're going to hit it.
Double fault her third for Venus.
Well, the 2 tournaments that Serena Williams has won this year, she beat Amelie Mauresmo in the finals of Paris 7-6 in the third. In Indian Wells, she beat Steffi Graf in the finals 7-5 in the third.
Good shot from Serena, stretching out. Venus failed to make the volley. 2 break points to even things here in the third for Serena.
Venus just didn't push that racket head out enough. Comes down, pulls it into the net, and she is pumped up. All the players say that she is much more intense on the court than Venus.
Oh, just missed.
34.
Trying to get to the corner. One break point saved by Venus.
Picking up the rubber band that came out of her hair.
Well, at least the beads didn't come out.
No, doesn't want any points taken away now. Break point down and a second serve.
Service deserted her a little bit the last couple of service games for Venus. Oh, that's too good from Serena. We are all even at 4-all. We are all even in the match.
Big shot in a crucial situation from Serena. Venus set it up big for a second serve, excuse me, that hopped up high, but look how Serena stays down so well on that passing shot.
Each woman with a break, each of the sisters. Venus in game 3, Serena in game 8. Wouldn't it be something if it comes down to a tie break to settle it? Wild backhand from Serena. Didn't get squared around at all on that. A 15.
This is when it starts to be a battle of the nerves. Who can control those nerves and raise the level of their game. Shot. Just wanted to get it in, and you could tell. Didn't drive through it, just pushed it.
Love 30.
On this situation in Indian Wells against Groff, this is when Serena took some risks that paid off. Just like that.
That's a great shot.
15.
So tough to tell where she's going to hit that backhand. Disguises it well with that open stance. Someone from the crowd says, "Come on, little sister."
She's probably a little sister herself in her family.
I know the feeling.
Trying to get down the line on the backhand.
Actually, my older sister played on the pro tour, but retired a couple of years before I came on this circuit. So luckily we didn't have to play.
These two don't seem to mind playing against each other. I think it's something they've talked about looking forward to. I think the more natural thing would be to say, I really don't want to play my sister or my brother. That's wide, and Venus breaks again, her second break of this set. She will serve for the match when we return. Venus was on the court first. Serena a little slow to come out of her chair. Venus is serving for the match at 5-4. There's Dad.
Rivalry. Thank you.
Love got jammed a little bit. Serena has got to find a way here to break her sister, stay in the match. Oh, loose shot there from Serena.
Early lead from Venus.
$30 love, 2 points from the match for the senior sister. Oh, she missed the volley. 3 match points for Venus. Now the crowd getting behind Serena. You got to feel Dad is too. Just extend this right to the limits.
Thank you.
Serena stepping in on this second serve. And that's wide, and the match belongs to Venus. Venus Williams. And the crowd comes to its feet. Still not a smile for these sisters. There it is. There it is, Venus and Serena. What a show they put on here in this historic Women's Championship match at the Lipton Championships. I'm sure mixed emotions for Venus. Wanting to win the match, not wanting the loser to be her little sister. $400,000 shy of $3,000. The actual $397 will go into the family bank account no matter what.
Venus Williams just more calm in that last game. Serena making too many errors. Venus more experience, but Serena is playing better and better all the time. And it was really cute that Venus put her arm around her little sister at the end of the match. Sure, she has many mixed emotions.
6-1, 4-6, 6-4 for Venus over Serena in our battle of the sisters here at the Lipton Championships. We'll be back.
The Lipton Championships on Fox are brought to you by Five Brothers. Taste the pasta sauce their passion inspired. By Ericsson, the official telecommunications sponsor of the Lipton Tennis Championships. And by Breyers Viennetta. One slice is never enough.
Back at the Lipton, let's go down and join the sisters with Pam Oliver.
All right, thanks, Tim. As usual, they're having their basic discussions about life and various things. Venus, let's talk about this tournament. How emotional was it for you out there? I know it was a lot of fun and competitive, but how emotional was it?
Well, I was pretty calm going into this match. I was calm going into my last match and against Steffi, and I was feeling great. I was feeling calm. I was playing well, and I knew for a fact that Serena was playing wonderful tennis, so I had to be ready the best I could be.
Second set, she came back. Then we move on to the third set.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts about that.
Well, the third set was tough. We traded breaks, and then I managed to break serve again.
Traded breaks.
We traded breaks and traded breaks. I mean, in the end, it just should have been 7-6, 7-6, 7-6. We shouldn't have been broken, either one of us.
No.
It should have been, you know.
Let me ask you this, Serena. I know your knee was bothering you throughout this match, but you overcame it. But what does it mean to you to sort of reach this point, even though your sister's up on you 3-0 now?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that has an advantage on me. Venus was playing great tennis today, and I was actually able to play pretty decent myself. So when you play in Venus, you know you have to really be ready because she's a great player. And I guess 4 top 10 players are a little too much for me to handle. So.
So what's on the agenda tonight for the Williams sisters?
Well, I have to be in Atlanta tomorrow, so there isn't much rest for me.
It's all business.
Yeah, but I'll have some time off after that. I'm heading directly back in the evening, so that's a good thing.
All right, congratulations to both of you. We'll see you down the road. Back up to Tim.
Well, thanks, Pam. And now for today's Prudential Securities Play of the Day. And Tracy, I think just the consistency of the more experienced Venus prevailing in the end.
Definitely played a cleaner match today, and most important, that last couple of games in the third set played better tennis.
And so the sisters take home the trophies and the money in this historic championship match. Richard Goldstein, the CEO of Lipton, making the presentations in another outstanding tournament presented by Lipton and the other sponsors here at Key Biscayne. And so for Tracy Austin and Pam Oliver, I'm Tim Ryan saying so long from the Lipton Tennis Championships in Key Biscayne, where Venus Williams defeated younger sister Serena 2-1. Don't forget, the NHL on Fox is next. Most of you will see the Flyers and the Red Wings, plus other regional action. All coming up next on Fox. You've been watching Fox Sports coverage of the WTA.